Good morning to one and all. My name is Rakesh. I am from Philosophy Department, UG first year. Today my topic is about Eightfold Noble Paths of Buddhism and its criticism. Introduction. Buddhism is a major world religion and philosophical tradition that begins in ancient India around the 16th century BC. It was found 6th century BC. Sorry. It was found by Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as Buddha, meaning that enlightened one. After years of meditation and reflection, the Buddha realized that nature of suffering and the path of overcoming. Buddha focused mainly on human experience, suffering, and possibility of liberation, rather than worship of Creator God. The teachings of the Buddha are preserved in various scriptures such as Tripitaka. Two fundamental teachers from the core of Buddhist philosophy, Four Noble Truths, Noble Eightfold Paths. This teachers aims to guide individual towards spiritual enlightenment and freedom of suffering. What is the Noble Eightfold Path? The Noble Eightfold Path is practical guide of ethical living and spiritual development. It consists of 8 principles that helps in individual develop wisdom, ethical behavior and mental discipline. These practices are interconnected and must be followed together rather than separately. The path represented the middle way, avoiding extreme luxury and extreme self denial. The ultimate goal of following this path is achieving nirvana, a state free from suffering and the cycle of rebirth. The 8 elements are grouped in 3 categories: wisdom, ethical conduct, mental discipline. Wisdom refers to understand the reality and development, correct knowledge. Right. First one, right view. Understanding the nature of life according to the Buddhist teaching. Recognizing the truth of suffering, impermanence and non-attachment. Accepting the Four Noble Truths as the foundation of wisdom. Second one, right intention. Develops the positive intentions and moral commitment, encouraging the composition, kindness, and non-violence, avoiding harmful thoughts such as greedy, harsh, and hurted and cruciality. These two elements help individuals develop and clear and composite understanding of life. Ethical conduct focus on moral behavior and social responsibility. Right speech. Speaking truthfully and kindly, avoiding lies, gossips, harsh language, and harmful words. Promoting harmony and respect through communication. Right action. Acting is way that do not harm others, avoiding killing, sattling, and immoral behavior. Practical kindness and respect towards all living beings. Right livelihood. Choose a profession that does not cause harm, avoiding occupations related to violence, exploitation, or dishonesty. Ensuring that one's work contributes positively to society. Mental discipline focus on training the mind through meditation and awareness. Right effort makes continuous efforts to develop positive thoughts, preventing negative emotions such as angry, jealous, and greed. right mindfulness. It maintains awareness of body, thoughts, and emotions, being full present in the current moment. Right concentration, practicing deep meditation to focus the mind, developing inner clarity and insight. This practice helps individual gain control over their thoughts and achieve the mental stability. Importance of the noble eightfold paths. The fold paths play a central role in Buddhist life and philosophy. It provides a practical method to overcome suffering, encourages individual to develop self-discipline and moral responsibility, promotes composition, kindness, and non-violence in society, helps people to achieve inner peace and mental balance, serves a guide to both spiritual growth and ethical living. It considered one of the most systematic moral framework in world philosophy. Philosophical significance on Buddhism. Philosophers consider the Eightfold Paths in important of several reasons. It presents comprehensive ethical system combining moral behavior, knowledge, and meditation. Unlike many traditions, Buddhism focus on personal experience and self-realization rather than divine authority. It emphasizes the role of human efforts and personal responsibility in achieving liberation. The path also con- contains psychology, ethics, and philosophy. Modern philosophers and psychologists studies these teaches to understand the human suffering and well-being. Criticism by Western philosophers. Some Western philosophers have expressed critical views about Buddhism. One example, Fried, Friedrich, his criticism includes his believed Buddhism encourages withdrawal from worldly life. According to the narrative, the, the focus on suffering may weaken human em- emotion and creativity, ambition and creativity. He argued that excessive emphasis on re- renunciation might reduce the human desire from achievement and power. However, also acknowledge that Buddhism is more psychologically realistic than some other religions. Criticism from modern thinkers. Modern scholars and philosophers have raised additional criticism. Some arguments that the eightfold paths difficult to practice full in modern society. Complete elimination of desire may be psychologically unrealistic from ordinary people. Criticizers say that paths focus mainly on individual transformation rather than social change. Others believe it may encourages disattachment from political and social responsibilities. This debate continues among the philosophers and religious scholars. Buddhist responses to criticism. Buddhist thinkers have responded to this criticism in several ways. They explains that the path does not reject life or society. The teachers focus on reducing harmful desire, non-elimination all human motivation, composition and ethical responsibility towards other are central to Buddhist practice. May modern Buddhist teachers encourages the social enactment in humanitarian work. Therefore, the eightfold path can be applied to both personal growth and social improvement. Relevance in the modern world. The noble Eightfold Paths remains relevant today. It brings, its principles influence modern mindful practice uses in psychology and therapy. Meditation, meditation techniques derived from Buddhism are widely used from stress reduce and mental health. Ethical teachers promotes peaceful consentence and composition in derived societies. Mainly people follows Buddhist principle even outside religion context. This path continues to inspire the philosophical and psychological research worldwide. Conclusion: the Noble Eightfold Paths is one of the most important teaching in Buddha. It offers a balanced approach combining wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The path aims to help individuals overcome suffering and achieve elimination. Although the philosophers have criticized some aspects, the teachers remain highly influential in global philosophical and ethical manner. Even in modern times, the Eightfold Path provides valuable guidance from personal development and social harmony.